If you've seen either of our two previous videos where we treated and cleaned the headlights on our Honda CR-V, you know that one time we tried using a commercially available wipe to do it, and the second time we used ordinary toothpaste to get the job done, which worked amazingly well considering the fact that toothpaste isn't designed to polish your headlights. And even though we coated the lights with wax after both of those treatments, they eventually hazed and yellowed again. So today, we're going to try a new product that we found that's designed to not only clean the headlights, but protect them and hopefully last a lot longer than either of our two previous attempts. We picked this kit up at M4, which is where we've gotten all the LEDs we've used on our RV and the headlights we installed on the CR-V itself. And those new headlights are part of the reason we're so interested in keeping our lenses clear and haze-free, to make sure we're getting the benefit of that LED upgrade. Now, you can get this kit at M4 as well. You can use our discount code RVgeeks5, which will save you 5% on this and any LEDs that you can get at M4. Now, if you've seen any of our recent DIY videos, we've been doing them as real-time videos. We replaced our propane detector and we replaced our gray valve, both real-time, so you get a feel for basically how long the project really is going to take. So today we're going to do the same thing. Film this real-time and do minimal editing so that you can get a feel for how long it takes to get your headlights clear and protected. So the kit comes with 3 wipes. 2 of them are cleaning wipes, and one of them is just a wipe that actually coats the surface and puts the protective layer on it. So you want to start with your car's headlights clean, either after just washing the car or use a cleaning product like Windex or something to make sure that the lens doesn't have dirt or debris on it. And I'm going to put, even though it doesn't say you have to, I'm going to put a pair of gloves on just to protect my hands. They do tell you that after you use it, you want to make sure that you wash your hands thoroughly. So clearly there's stuff in here you're not supposed to get on you. Now, our headlights aren't as bad as they have been in the past. We're catching this before it's gotten too bad, but we've been down in the Arizona desert for quite a while, and as you can see, the surface of them has that sort of milky, hazy look to them, and around the edges in particular, we're getting a little bit of yellowing. Over here, it's getting kind of yellow. It's not just the reflection of the orange light, the lens cap in the back here that's causing that yellowing. The plastic itself is actually aging from the sun. Arizona is not particularly nice to plastic lenses. So when you open up the kit, you'll see here's those 3 wipes. So these 2 greenish ones are the headlight cleaning wipes, and then this one is the restoring wipe, which is actually going to get used for both headlights. So we're going to clean them first and then do our protection. So open up the wipe, and once you get it out of the little bag, you want to just open the wipe up completely here so you get the whole thing exposed. You can tell it's a little soapy and wet, and that's going to actually do the process of clearing off the haze and any yellowing. So we're going to wipe this all over the plastic of the lens and just make sure that we just keep wiping until the lens looks like it's gotten clear. And actually I'm going to show you right away. You can see right off the bat all this yellowing that's come off onto the cloth. So clearly it's already beginning to get this clean. Going to flip it over here. Make sure we're using all the sections of the cloth. Just keep wiping and wiping until it looks like the lens is, you can already see that it's getting clear and the yellowing is coming off. I can tell, I don't know how well this is translating into the camera, but just from my naked eye, I can tell right away that the lens is much better. All this yellowing that's coming off on the cloth clearly wasn't doing us any good for having our headlights shine cleanly down the road. Doesn't take a lot of effort. I'm just wiping very lightly, put a little bit of pressure with my fingertips in order to keep the cloth against the lens. And that looks pretty good. So, you want to just take a clean cloth and wipe it down to get the residue from the cleaning cloth off the lens. You can see it leaves behind this white, it's almost like a waxy substance. I'm going to get it off the paint here on the car too, just to make sure it's not damaging anything. This bumper is pretty impervious to everything, so I'm not worried about that. But you can see even as I'm wiping this off, you can see the yellow that's coming off with it. So the dried cleaning agent itself is pulling more of the yellowing off as I'm wiping. And you just want to get all that residue off. So this lens is all done. Let's grab our cloth here. Second cloth, and we can head over to the passenger side headlight. I'm going to save this paper towel because I can reuse that one here. And let's just do this one. Same amount of yellowing. You can see that the lens is pretty hazy, and there's the same kind of yellowing all throughout the plastic. We should see the same result when we take out this cloth. I'm going to spread it out like they tell you to. Make sure it's all exposed, and start wiping. I'm going to be a little more careful this time, try and get less of it on the surface of the car. And watch out for the bumper there. Actually, it doesn't smell too bad. I was sort of expecting it to have a heavier chemical smell. But it's not bad at all. And just wiping this on, you can see the same thing. The cloth is turning yellow, getting rid of all of that hazing and aging on the plastic. Can't believe we've been driving around with all this on the car. No wonder we can't see. I'm not just getting old, the headlights. And let's see here. It looks pretty good. There's no more clean sections here on the cloth. There's one little corner here. So I'm not going to get much, if any, more benefit from continuing to use the cloth. Put that away here. And just use our paper towel again. It's using the other side of it. It's still clean. I'm going to wipe the headlight down and get rid of all that residue. You can see there's more of that yellow picking up here on the cloth. Just wiping away all that residue. I'm using a blue shop towel to do this removal here. You can use a regular white paper towel or any soft clean cloth that you've got lying around. You just want to make sure you've got something clean to get that residue off the lens. Now we've gotten them all clean, both lenses are all cleared up, and now it's time to put the actual protective layer on. So that's this third packet here. It says it's protection layer, and it tells you to wipe across the clean, dry headlights and then allow it to dry for 30 minutes. They also tell you don't want to wash the car for at least 24 hours and avoid touching the lenses. This is actually going to be softening the plastic of the headlight and then smoothing it all back out and leaving the protective layer. So you want to use the cloth completely folded up the way it came out of the packaging. You're going to start at the top of the lens and just wipe along the surface of the lens in lines, and go back over and overlap where you started and bring it all the way back along the lens. And just keep doing that from top to bottom, very carefully, very slowly overlapping and making sure you're treating the whole lens as you go. You can see as I'm doing this, the lens is getting much clearer and shinier. It's leaving this coating behind. And it's also supposedly, from what I understand, chemically reacting with the plastic and softening it a little bit in order to help get that smooth, clear layer. It's part of the protection and the finish. So with everything all coated, you can see the lens looks amazing right now. We're going to take the cloth now, we're going to use the same cloth and go over to the other headlight. So I've got the cloth flipped over, I'm using the same cloth, and I'm just on the other headlight now. I'm doing the same thing, pulling it straight across the lens, starting at the top, and I'm just going to keep going over it and overlapping so that I'm completely coating the lens. You can see it's really easy to tell what you're doing because it's leaving this layer behind. You can see the really clear surface of the lens. It's very wet looking, very glossy. And that's the treated area, so I just keep going over the hazed area like this, being careful to make sure that I am getting the whole lens. This looks awesome. If this dries looking like what it does right now, it's going to be like having brand new headlights. And that's it. We're all done. Both headlights have been treated now. They're completely clear looking and look very shiny and smooth. That's all there is to it. Took virtually no time to treat both headlights and get them cleaned and coated. according to Steve at M4, this should provide about a year's worth of protection on the lenses, so we're really looking forward to that not having to be redone on a regular basis. So we'll be reporting back on that. And from everything he's heard from his customers who are using the kit, they're getting that same kind of result too. So don't forget, you can pick these up over at M4 LED website, m4products.com. Use the RVgeeks 5 code to save 5% on your order on this and any LEDs. So hopefully you found this video helpful. If you did, make sure you give us a thumbs up. And if you're not already subscribed, hit that subscribe button and turn on the little bell to get notifications of when we post other videos. And other than that, safe travels, and thanks for watching. Man, I'm looking at this and it looks incredible. It looks almost like it's a brand new lens. It's so smooth. And it looks really clear the whole way through. I'm happy. Before we throw all of this stuff out, I'm going to see whether or not I can use this to improve the yellowed hazy backup lights we've got here on the back of the RV. So let's just see if they still got enough life left in them to actually improve things here. These have gotten bad slowly over time. Didn't really worry about it too much since they're just backup lights. So this looks like it made an improvement. You can tell this is much clearer and less yellowed than the one down below. So let's repeat that here. Get this one clean too. And then we're going to put what's left of the coating on there and try see if we can shine these up and protect them at the same time. Get that wiped off. Nice. Not going to let this stuff go to waste. Just fold this over here and do a little wipe. A little wipe. Get this all coated and smooth. That is nice. Well, that's a nice improvement over what we had before.